Hi, I'm Sharon Palicki, and I am one of your summer camp counselors, and I'm really excited to be a part of this program this summer. And I'm actually sitting out here in my backyard in Cincinnati, Ohio, enjoying some sunshine today, which is really what all of us want to do. We want to enjoy our families, we want to enjoy summer, and there's lots of activities going on. So one of the things that we're trying to do is help you find ways to manage your business well, so you still have a business through the summer, and also have time to do all the things that you want to do with your family and friends and so forth. So Cindy Abrams and I are going to be talking to you guys on Sunday about time management and some ways that we work our businesses and some little tips and tricks that we have. We're both busy moms with all kinds of things going on. I also have a full-time job. I'm a teacher. So summertime is kind of nice because I am a little bit more laid back, and I can focus on my business a little bit more, but then during the school year I can adapt it to work it the way that I need to so I can keep my business going. So I've got lots of fun things to share with you guys on Sunday. But my challenge for you this week, something you can start doing right now, is to start what I call a task notebook and or a task book. And what you're going to do is you're going to take any notebook that you have. It can even be one of these old notebooks that your kids threw from school supplies and said they didn't need it anymore and they never used all the paper. You're going to grab one of those and you're going to put together a task book. Get a regular size notebook is kind of nice. This is what I'm currently using, but I fill these up as I go, and I'll use whatever we have around the house. It doesn't have to be special. I like the larger one because I like to keep all my notes together and be able to easy to see. But if you guys want to use something smaller, you could even do something like this, which is just a smaller size composition notebook. This is nice if you want to be able to have it with you and keep it in your purse or your bag and take it with you on the go. Mine generally stays with me though in my office. It's at my desk in my office where I'm doing business. So the idea of your task book is to kind of track what you're doing with your business. And this is going to be interesting for you this week because you're going to get to see how much or how little you really are working your Pampered Chef business. I know we all have days where we feel like we're working our business a ton, but we don't feel like we did that many things or that many productive things. And your task book is going to help you see exactly what you're getting done. So what you'll do is for each day, and I actually have mine last couple days here, things that I have going on in my business. So I write down the date. So I have July 10th. And then I take notes on what I did for the day. I set up some batch posts and SendShare for virtual parties. I set up an event on my website. I needed to send an ingredients list out to a host. I'm making conference goodie bags for my team members at conference. So I'm writing all of those things down. So I'm tracking what I'm doing, and I know on what day it happened. This is really nice because when you take care of things like customer care, return phone calls, you can't reach someone, you called home office, you found out something from home office that you don't want to forget, and then you got to call a customer back with that information, but you don't reach her. What's really nice is that you can go back to your task book and it's all written down there on that date. So all it takes is for you to just flip back quickly and you've got all that information. So you don't have little post-it notes all over the place. You don't have reminders in your phone or a scrap piece of paper laying in the kitchen or, you know, a note that you thought you'd stick up in your bathroom or somewhere so you wouldn't forget it. It's all together in one place. So anytime anything ever happens in your business, you're writing it down in your task book. This is really nice for when you want to stay on task because I know many of us are big multitaskers and we try to do everything at once, and then we get into one thing and something else comes up and we try to do that and then come back to the other thing. We're going to try to eliminate that completely from what you do and keep you focused on one thing at a time. How does that sound? Probably really good because I know I'm guilty of it myself. And what you'll do with your task book is when you have those random thoughts, you're going to write them down in your book, and then you're going to leave them in your book and stick to what you've been doing, and you can come back to it when you have time. Or let's say you only allotted yourself an hour in your office. You've got your hour, you work your business, and then if you still have some of those tasks hanging out there, it's okay to let them hang out there for a little bit. You're going to come back and do them the next time. So what's really cool is you don't get off track, because the next day when you come into your office and you see the things that you still need to do, you can take care of those right away. If it's anything where I have an action to take, I'll put a star by it. I'll underline it. I'll stick it out to the side a little bit so it stands out to me. And then I know that that's something that is like a big action or something I have to do. And then, so for instance, this one says, Brandy, send catalog. I'm going to cross that out. She actually contacted me over the weekend. I happened to be on Facebook setting up some parties, and she said, oh, you need to send so-and-so a catalog for this other party. And I didn't have time, and I didn't want to stop what I was doing, so I wrote her down in my book. And this morning when I was in my office, I got to that task and it was there, and I haven't forgotten to do it. There's a lot of other really cool things that I'm going to share with you that you can do with your task book. But the main thing for you this week is to get your notebook, get it started, write down today. It's July 11th, so you're going to put today's date, and you're going to just jot down, if it's things you've already done, just go ahead and jot those little things down. I mean, it can be anything from answered Jenny's email about closing her party, to something like order catalogs from home office, or, you know, don't forget to pack whatever for conference. It can be anything at all. You're going to write it down there. As long as it's business related, big or little, you're writing it in your book. You're going to track that this week, and then we'll be able to do a little bit of an analysis on how you're working your business, and if you're being effective with what you're doing, and if you're efficient in your time. So we'll share a little bit more about the task book, but by you getting it started this week, this is going to really help you once you're on the call on Sunday. I have a really cool app that I'm going to share with you on Sunday, name of an app that I'm going to send you to. If you're somebody who goes from one thing to the next constantly and you can't stay on track, I have an app for you. So I'm going to share that tip with you on Sunday, a lot more tips. Cindy Abrams also has a lot of great tips that she's going to share. We're really looking forward to seeing many of you at conference this week, and we'll definitely be talking to all of you on our call on Sunday. See you then.